Hey, looks like I'm live. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I want to just, I like to look at it on my phone on the corner out of my eye to make sure I'm rolling. And looks like I'm available. I'm on there. So that's good. And I only have about a 5-10 second delay. So I'm going to set this up here so I can keep an eye on it. I like to see a lot of people's names when they come in. It's kind of cool for me. But man, am I excited to have you guys join me today. I am going to rock your world with what I'm about to show you. And you're going to be excited about the potential of the business that you've been invited to take a look at. More than likely, somebody invited you here to check out a business that was just recently launched called iBuumerang. And I think you're going to be very excited as I get through this. Now, the good news is I talk very fast, but I'm sure you can listen fast. And I'm going to show you my desktop. I'm going to show you a PowerPoint. I'm going to show you some slides, and I'm going to condense it down into about 20 minutes is what I'm shooting for. So if you're kind of curious as to how this is going to go, but I'm telling you, it's going to be very, very exciting for you for what you're about to see. I'm probably only going to take about 1 more minute. A lot of people got notifications. Most of you are on here probably on time. I'm seeing the numbers jump up real quick. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started. And also, you can watch the replay of this. If I did talk too fast and you didn't catch something, then you can always go back and watch the replay. Okay. The other thing too is more than likely you may have 1 or 2 questions after I'm done presenting. Make sure you get back with the person that invited you on here. Ask them about those questions, and we can make sure that we get those taken care of for you, so that you can make an educated decision if this is something you want to be or become part of. One thing I will tell you is either way, you're going to win by watching what I'm about to show you. Okay, you're going to win as either this for you as a business or you as a customer. Okay, and it's not going to cost you anything as a customer or anything like that. But I'm going to show you that in a second. So I think I'm about ready to go. Are you guys ready to go? If you're ready to go, give me a thumbs up or whatever, some hearts and stuff. I know a lot of you guys are probably watching this. I said lunchtime, but I keep, I'm in in Ohio in the Eastern time zone. And then I started seeing people that were forwarding my post and forwarding this thing. And, I got people from Africa on here, in Australia, and, all kinds of, every time zone we're pretty much hitting. So it's not necessarily lunchtime where you might be, but it's lunchtime here for us in the US. But thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be on here. So if you're ready to roll, I'm ready to roll, and I'm going to jump right into this. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're going to go after it. So first and foremost, my name is Mike Healy, like I said before, and what I want to tell you is this: the majority of people who take a look at this business are getting involved, okay? And if you're like the majority of people out there, you probably are interested in a viable way to supplement your income if it didn't mean having to change careers, take on a second job, become some kind of internet whiz, or push products on friends and family, right? So let me throw that out to you. Now, I want you, as I go through this presentation, I want you to think about how it would be for your life, how this would affect your life in a positive way if you could be bringing in, let's say, an additional, and this is a hypothetical, and I'll show you an income disclaimer and the whole 9 yards, but let's say you had an additional $1,200 to $1,500 to maybe $2,000 a month coming in part-time, okay? And on a residual basis. Let's talk about that for a second, a residual basis, meaning you do some work today, but that money continues to come in month after month, month after year after year, okay? So just think about that for a second. Now, I'm not going to go into all of the incomes that a lot of people are making in this company already. You can get with the person that invited you on here, and you'll see that we have people that are, pretty much making more money in a month than a lot of people make annually. So the other thing I will tell you is we are a brand new company. You happen to be taking a look at this when it's fresh. And I'm talking, it's not ground floor yet. We're still in the basement. Our company, iBuumerang, actually launched only about, what is today, the second? About 31 days ago, okay? We officially launched 31 days ago. We had kind of what they call a pre-launch, where a lot of people were able to get in while they were putting the infrastructure together back in March. So really, there's been people actually talking about the story and where this was going to go and painting the vision for people for the last 6.5, 7 months, okay? Now, let me tell you about what has happened, and I think that's going to get your attention to see that there is something viable here potentially for you. Okay. So in that short period of time, in 6 months, okay, from scratch to here we are today, our company has had over 45,000 people already enroll, become part of the business opportunity worldwide. We have people in over 120 different countries. That's I mentioned the different countries on here already. We have acquired nearly 200,000 customers. 200,000 customers. They've paid out almost over $13 million in commissions to the field, to basically people like you and I that have taken advantage of the opportunity here. And we are currently listed as the 10th fastest growing company in the world, according to a website called growjo.com, growjo.com. You can go look that up for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Okay. Also, anything that I say in here that you're not clear about, feel free to challenge it. Feel free to ask a question about it with the person, like I said, that got you on here. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to ask, I mentioned this a second ago, is what I'm going to tell you is this, is I want to just show you what our model is. Okay. And I'm going to repeat myself a couple times, because if you understand the simplicity of what we're doing here, I think you're going to get very excited about it. Okay. Because what we're trying to do is show people a different way of earning a secondary income. Really, in a nutshell. Obviously, you can take it as there's no cap on it. There's no limit to your earning potential. You can do with it what you want. And I said that early. Okay, so think about this for a second. How would your life change if you had an additional few $1,000s a month coming in, whether you had to really, do anything again and again for it? It just was repetitive. All right. So what I typically talk about, and I'm going to touch on these things real quick, and I'm going to close with these things. I talk about 5 things. First thing I talk about is Holton Buggs, the guy that launched our company, who's the CEO. He is the single largest income earner in the direct selling networking industry in the world. Okay, so here's a guy that basically is the equivalent to me. He's like they call him like the Michael Jordan of our industry. He's also, it'd be similar if you think about it as what if you could have been if you're in investments and banking, and Warren Buffett said he was launching a company, more than likely you would take a listen, right? The next thing I talk about is the travel industry, because it's an $8 trillion industry. The timing that we have with our company, the systems, and then most importantly, the team, the community, and culture we have. So all that being said, I actually want to share my desktop screen, and I forgot to do this earlier, so I'm gonna have to click a few buttons. And we'll be good. So we're going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to my PowerPoint. So I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to go here, and let me go full screen on you so you can see this. If you're watching this on your phone, that way you can see it. Okay. So here's the company corporate presentation. Like I said a second ago, I was going to bring up a disclaimer. I'm not going to make any guarantees of income here. It's plain and simple. If you don't do any work, you don't make any money. Okay, it doesn't get any harder than that. Read this when you get a chance. Now, we do use a network marketing model, and most people have been approached or have done some type of networking in their lifetime. Okay, however, most of us have a bad taste in our mouth about it. I'm telling you that we have changed that model because of something that we like to call the perpetual residual income builder, or the PRIB for short. In the old model, and most people who are approached with direct selling or network marketing, they usually sell or jack the prices up on products that you can get easily on Amazon, 2-day shipping, without having to worry about being on auto ship or the other, being part of the company. Or you can buy it directly at the store for a fraction of the price. They typically price products that you can get. And usually only the strongest, sharpest people in the company win. The difference we have is this, okay? And I have to slow down for you to understand this one. In this model, and what we do is you make money when you save someone money, not on how much they spend or when they spend it. Is our model is based around helping a customer become a customer for free. And then when they save money on any of the things I'm about to show you, you make 50%. So keep that in mind. And I'm going to repeat it multiple times as I go through this. So how do we do this? Now, our gateway and kind of entry, and I don't want you to think of this for 1 second. Please do not think that this is a travel company. This is a customer acquisition play. This is a customer acquisition play. Travel just happens to be the biggest thing out there. $8 trillion. Think about that. 8 trillion. I mean, that's more money than you can comprehend. You don't need too big of a slice of $1 trillion or trillion-dollar pie to make a lot of money. You need an aroma off that. But travel is something that's very easy to talk about. Everybody wants to do it. And believe it or not, in the United States alone, I believe it's 1 out of every $10 is spent in some capacity in the travel space. Now, here's the deal. Okay, here's why there's so much money in it. And you're going, when I explain this page, because I've really started to study this page because it confused me the first time I heard about it. Most people travel, right? But did you know that there are only 2 companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia, that monopolize everything? But here's the smoke and mirrors. Here's the shell game that you're not aware of. Is Booking Holdings owns these companies. Expedia owns these companies. What they do is they make you think that you're getting a deal because you see a price on this one and you go compare it with this one, and they just kind of move around the shell game numbers so that it makes it look like you're competing. But in essence, they own the thing. It's a thing called parity. I actually had to look this up and study it. What happens is these companies spend millions upon millions upon millions of dollars to acquire customers. The reason our model is blowing up and why we've acquired 200,000 plus customers already is because we don't mess around with parity, and we can acquire a customer 100% of the time cheaper than the competition. Our company, Extreme Travel, the travel side of what we do, the kind of the platform that we use for travel, is a 16-year-old, very successful company who's booked over $1 billion worth of travel, and they've won all kinds of awards. Okay, what happens is simply this. Okay, let's talk about the business opportunity. What do you do? What do you do? Is this worth doing, and can you do it? All you do is you give somebody a code to become a free customer that they can go to get their own travel site and save up to potentially 70% on the prices. And they can do it. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works in a second. Here are some real world examples. Okay. Same hotel, same 4.5-star hotel, 339, 161 savings, came out to 178. This one like this. Now, remember, I said that we do not get paid to jack up prices and over, on people. We're actually, when you save somebody this kind of money on a site, on a place they were probably already going to book anyhow, and this was your savings, you'd make 50% of that. You'd make 50% of that. We have rental cars, we have hotels, we have flights. Okay. And I'm gonna buzz through these. You can get with the person. We've got PDFs that are loaded with these. People keep posting examples of these. Think about this page alone. These are, again, actual reservations. Somebody saved $848 right here. If that was your customer, you'd have made 50% of that. $530, if that was your customer, you'd have made 50%. This was your customer, you'd have made 50%. This was your customer, you would have made 50%. What did your customer have to do? Absolutely nothing besides go in and find a place, an area, a place that they were looking for, they were already searching for, and you just helped them save money. Think about that. All of the other thing too is we offer just about everything you can think of: hotels, cars, cruises, flights, homes, weeks, markets, timeshares. You can look at the restaurant savings, wine clubs, and we have a 110% guarantee. Okay, think about this. I said all we're doing is offering somebody something for free so that they can go in, do their own shopping, look around, and if they find savings and book something, you make 50% of it, because that customer would not have existed without you. And think about that, because right now, that's how we can beat everybody out there. We basically can beat the competition, or will continue to beat the competition, due to the fact that we're doing it. Now, there's a play on words with our name of our company. Okay. It's called iBuumerang. Well, if somebody asked you, what the heck is iBuumerang? I said the same thing. What the heck is iBuumerang? Well, here's the kind of play on words. They say, I throw out savings and money comes back. I throw out savings and money comes back. Okay. Real simple. Now, here's this. Check this out. Like I said, we save people money. 50% comes back to you. Let's talk about that. Okay. There are 2 ways to get involved. Basically, somebody could just be a customer and say, opportunity is not for me. Making a lot of money is not for me. I'm going on a trip though. Let me see if it works. And you can become a customer and you'll save money. Okay. Or you can become what we call a TSA. A TSA stands for a Travel Savings Ambassadors. Basically, that's what they kind of call us, representatives in most networking circles, independent, just contractor, whatever you want to call us, right? Now, I'm going to slow down here because I know I've been talking fast. Check this out. Let's say you decided to become a TSA and you got those codes. We call them boomerangs. Okay. They're called boomerangs, but they're just a fancy word for a code and you gave those out to 10 customers. Right now, they're saying that the average annual savings for one person is about $600. Right. So that means that 10 customers that saved annually $600 would be a $600 or $6,000 savings. If those were your 10 customers, you would have supplemented your annual income by $3,000. Ask yourself, I mean, I don't know about you, but there are much harder ways to make $3,000, right? Well, what if you went out, and we have people that have blown past their own personal 100 customer mark, by the way. But if you went out and just over a period of time said, let's say I'll give you a scenario. Hey, Lisa, let's say you're talking to your friend Lisa Smith, and she tells you that, you're asking her whatever, you're sitting at the football game, since it's fall here and all I think about is football. But anyhow, and Lisa says, yeah, I'm thinking about going to Dallas, Texas this week. Oh, awesome. Listen, I don't know if I could help you or not, but I can give you a code to a website, and you can basically go in and look at 5-star places for 3-star prices. Check it out when you get a chance. All you do is you text her code. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. And let's say she becomes one of your customers. That's all you're doing. Okay. If you were to acquire 100 customers that saved that's 30 grand. All you did was help somebody save money. If you did it by yourself, obviously this is way above and beyond what the normal person would do, but it's totally doable. There's people on track to do that. We have people that have that currently in our company, I think, have topped over 400 customers in just a few months. Personal customers, just personally acquired customers. Think about that. That's 300 grand a year off of helping people save money. Now, I want you to remember, I just showed you that the average customer saves $600, because I'm going to show you towards the end here in just a couple minutes that number is probably going to be a lot more significant because of the other services. Now, the other thing that we have the ability to do is we can invite other people to become TSAs as well, travel savings ambassadors. And if you were to go out and refer this to somebody, the businesses, which is why I'm doing this presentation, because I'm only personally going to gather so many personal customers, and you're probably only going to gather so many personal customers. But wouldn't it be cool if you could override thousands of customers? As an example, if you ended up building a team, let's say of 50 people, you got a couple and they got a couple and they got a couple, because this makes sense. That's why so many people are joining so quick. And each one just got the 10 customers times 500. Remember the average $600 savings right here? I didn't highlight very well. They actually put that into the commission, and you would override those customers who you didn't have anything to do with bringing on board, and you had no idea who they were, but you increased your income annually by that just for helping 50 people get 10 customers and so on, right? What if you got a little more, you did a little more work? And this could be, this could take you 6 months, 6 years, doesn't matter, right? The money's still the same. 250 people, look at that kind of annual income, right? What if you had a team of 1,000? Who would like that? Do you see how I said, hey, maybe you could probably supplement your income some way here? Plus, we have bonuses in here, like building your team. There's extra bonuses. I'm not going to go over this one very detailed because it's usually confusing for people. It's like giving a haircut over the phone. But you can get back with a person. It's basically when people become involved in the company, you can actually earn money on the packages they get. And I'm explaining these packages and how you get started. Okay. Now, here's how you get started. And then just stick with me for a few more minutes. I'm almost done. And I know some of you probably got to get back to work at your jobs. Okay. Standby. Everybody that decides this is something they want to do, come in, they join for $49.95. It's standby. They get a customer site. They get 5 boomerangs, which are the codes, which is the most important thing here. You get 25% of the referral commission. You get an interactive presentation system and an online management system. I mean, our back office is extremely robust to track everything. Now, how most people, after they've enrolled for the $49.95, usually choose one of these 3 packages, the coach, business, or first class. The biggest difference here for the 250, 500, or 1,000 is the amount of boomerangs, because this is how you build up your customer base. Okay. Now, if you were to decide, yep, I'm in for 49, I'm going to do the coach, you would get 10 boomerangs total. You'd make 10% on the dual team, which was the slide I kind of skipped over. And you get 50% and you get some bonus, you get your own travel discounts as well. As business class, you get 25 boomerangs and so on. And remember earlier in the presentation, I said, hey, how'd you like to make about $1,250 a month residually? Well, if you actually got 50 boomerangs and each customer, based on the averages, again, hypothetical situation here, did that, and you got 50 out there, 50 times $300 is 15 grand. You divide that by 12 months, that's $1,250 supplemental income per month. Now, it might all come in 1 month or 2 months, depending on when somebody took the trip. The other thing is, the cool part is we do pay $99.95 monthly, but we also get 10 boomerangs extra a month. So you can go way over 50 customers, okay? Now, I want to show you this real quick. I'm going to pull up this PowerPoint right here. And let me just double check that I got this. This was, so like I said, we just launched, right? We just launched our company. I'm going to hide that so it gets out of the way. Oops, my bad. Where'd you go? Oh, it jumped. I lost the PowerPoint. Anyhow, I was just going to show you that slide right there. You can see it for a second. We just launched in Las Vegas a couple months ago, or actually, like I said, 31 days ago. And this is the kind of growth that we have. But check this out right here. This is your back office when you join. So remember I talked to you about Lisa. She wanted a code because she wants to go to Dallas. All you got to do is put her name right here. First name Lisa Smith. You can pick an expiration date of any of these time frames. I usually pick 7 days. Reason for that is when you generate the code, if you give it to Lisa and she doesn't go in and activate it, and I'm going to show you exactly how that works, you get the boomerang back. You can also do group codes. So let's say you had like a church that was doing a missions trip or something like that. You click on group code, add maybe 10 of them to the group code. And if they only used 5, you get the 5 back based on the expiration date. Once you generate the 5-digit code, you send them to this link right here, igoboom.com. They enter it, and now they've got their own website that they go in, they fill out an account, and bang, just like that, they're your customer. Okay, so that's really an incredible opportunity there. Now, what I want to show you is this thing right here. Once they've gotten a code from you, went to the website and activated, this is where the magic happens. All they have to do then is go into the back office here, click on a destination. We said Lisa was going to Dallas, and there it is right there, right? Or Lake Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? I just typed in the wrong thing. And then all you would have to do is pick the dates, pick how many people are going, click search, and it will go through. This, when I joined a few months ago, this number right here, I think, was in the 50s of people, total member savings, okay? And they have all kinds of different things that somebody can go in. We got reward credits and we have price guarantees on all these things, okay? So all that being said, I want to just kind of close out with something real quick. I'm going to go solo on you. And I did it. I tried to shoot for 30 minutes and talk really fast so that I didn't take up a lot of your time. In case I do another one of these, you show back up. But here's what I'll tell you is our company has the best CEO you could have ever find. Bar none, this guy has more experience and more income to prove it out. And he's helped more people, create pretty substantial wealth than anybody out there. The travel industry is massive. I don't know what happened to the power. I had a PowerPoint on here that I don't know what happened to it. It was open a second ago, and I must have clicked on a button and it disappeared. And I don't want to bust something on here. But the other thing that I hadn't mentioned and what I was going to show you on that slide is we also at the Vegas event rolled out 2 more services that are going to piggyback and now become part of our portfolio. One of which is a mobile service, which is going to be something similar to like a unlimited data and text for a flat fee. The other thing, which everybody is totally jacked about, is our new rideshare company that's coming out called Vibe Rides, which we purchased. Okay. I think what you're going to see eventually is the fact that somebody's going to be able to grab their phone. This is not out yet, but there will be an app more than likely on your phone that you've given to somebody. They'll activate the app, with a code. That's how it'll probably end up working. And you'll be able to go on there and book your flight to Dallas. When you land, you're probably going to get a notification. It says, hey, how'd you like a ride back from the airport? And Vibe Rides is coming to pick you up, kind of thing. Okay. And you're using the mobile service that we have to do that. So that $300 a year customer profit to you, I guess you could say, is more than likely going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay. So what you're looking at here is this: Holton Travel Timing Understand, like I said, you are way early in this. Nobody's in this yet. At that picture that you saw with the convention, there's probably over 5,000 people there. More than half of those people were from outside of the United States. Okay, 5,000 people alone doesn't fill up the Ohio State football student section, I don't think, at a game. Okay, I mean, nobody's in this yet, but we are breaking all kinds of records of growth, and then we have great systems in place. We don't have to market to our customers either. Once your customer becomes a customer, by using kind of what we call the Uber philosophy to give something away for free, we use an Amazon technology on the back end with artificial intelligence that basically starts to learn your shopping patterns for a customer and upsells them on stuff. I mean, it's brilliant. This is a high tech, high level, high touch business that you have the ability to get in for as little as $49. Most people, though, that I have seen that have really killed this thing and really are making good money usually choose the first class because they want to get the extra boomerangs. And we do a lot of stuff. And the last thing I didn't mention fully, but I want to cover it and I'm done, is what I believe is the glue that gets holds this together is what we call our community and culture. Community being the people, culture is how we do it. I really believe that we have some of the greatest people that are, leadership development. We're having fun. More importantly, people are having fun with this business. I mean, think about this right now. I just presented to probably a few hundred people. And as this video gets, and I know there were tons of people not only watching it on my live, but had shared this. I saw this before I even looked. There was almost 30 people had shared this video. Okay. And I'm sitting here in my office at my house. Okay. I can do what I want when I want because I've developed a business in this short period of time. You have the exact same ability to do that or opportunity to do that if you choose to do so. So here's what I would leave you with is get back with the person who invited you on here. The other thing I will tell you is timing is important with this because we are fairly new and there are going to be a lot of people that are going to be going after customers, obviously, because, customer acquisition is the name of the game, and whoever has the most customers, both personally and in your organizations, are going to make the most money. There's no other way to say it besides that. You just have the ability to choose if you want to make money off those customers or you want somebody else to make that money. It's totally up to you. So thank you guys for being on here. I really appreciate it. Like I said, get back with the person who invited you on here. We've got myself. If you're looking at this, more than likely you probably are part of my team, my organization. We do a lot of great trainings inside our own private Facebook group. We do lots of videos. We do Facebook Lives. We edify people. I mean, it's so exciting to see some of these people that have been looking to, get out of debt, create some kind of freedom, take a little of the stress relief off of their, monthly bills. And we're making that happen for people. So anyhow, thank you guys for being on here. My name is Mike Healy. I am out. And if you do today what others won't, you will live tomorrow like others can. Have a good one. And I'll see you at the top. Thanks.